step for the nanoplasty by Floractive. Welcome to SOS FLORA. This program happens every Tuesday and Thursday, 12 p.m. My name is MJ, I'm a nanoplasty specialist, and I'm here today to give you guys the perfect step-by-step for the nanoplasty. So let's go. I'm very excited to start this live with you today. But before we're going ahead with the content of this live, I need to tell you guys that we're going to have something very, very special in November. All we know that November is the month of Black Friday, and we're going to have our Blacktive, which is the Black Friday for Floractive. So the 6th of the 11th, I really want you guys to put this number, this date down, because we're going to have our NPS program, which is the Nanoplasty Specialist Program special. So if you guys would like to know more, we're going to be talking about this special that we're going to have in November, which is going to be the Blacktive, and I'm very excited. I'm using my moringa oil in my hair right now while I'm waiting you guys to join, and we're going to talk about the perfect step for the nanoplasty. So don't forget about the 6th of the 11th. Something very special is going to happen on this day. We're going to have our Blacktive, which is the Black Friday for Floractive, special, especially for the NPS program, which is the Nanoplasty Specialist Program. I know that there is a lot of nanoplasty specialists here, so you guys that participated before knows that it's one of the best programs in Australia in nanoplasty training. So I'm very proud of this course. But today, let's go and talk about the perfect application for the nanoplasty. I've got a video here of this of a hair that I've done in New Zealand, and I really want to show you guys this. Look at this. Look at this hair. This is one of the most difficult hair I have done in my life. Look at this. This hair was so complex. It had the wiry, texture, also extremely dry, bleached, very, very, very coarse. It was the type of hair that a lot of people will be scared to say to the clients, yes, I can make your hair straight. This is the type of hair that you would say to your clients, I'm not too sure, maybe it gets smooth but not straight, because we hear that all the time. The nanoplasty treatment is just a smoothing system. It's not actually a straightening system. For all of you that are here today on this live, you know that we talk about a straightening system, something that makes the hair straight on the first application when it's properly done. So today I will give you guys the steps that I've done for this hair, which is a very difficult hair type. It's one of the extremely, complex hair, especially because of the circumstance. She is from New Zealand, so she is native from New Zealand, and her hair is islander hair, which is extremely thick. So it's the type of hair that you would get scared of promising anything to your client. And obviously that if you can do one hair like that, you would be able to do for everyone, right? So let's go to the steps that I've used for her. First thing that we need to understand before we give any information or start, applying the product on, is do a thorough assessment on the hair. What I discover about this hair, I know that it's a damaged hair. It's a hair that she doesn't take care much, so much that the ends are totally uneven. And it's the type of hair that it's extremely dry. Bleach has done, quite a long time ago. We can see how much the hair has grown. So I know that the hair is bleached. I know that the hair is extremely dry. I know that the hair is extremely coarse. So based on that, I'm going to make some calls. And the calls that I'm going to make is which product I'm going to use for her. Because first, I know that it's a very thick hair, requires me a lot of heat. Second, I don't want to make these ends extremely brassy yellow. So I need to make sure that I'm going to use a solution that it's purple. But I know also that if I use the W2 alone on this hair, I'm not going to get the full straightening result in the first application, because the W2 will be a bit lighter for this hair type specifically. So in this circumstance, what should I do, MJ? In this hair type, what should I do? So I don't know if you guys know about this solution that we have, that it's called Eco Reduxer. So this product here is the solution ideal for someone with this hair type. This hair type here, which is really, really coarse and bleached. Because what I need the pigment from this product, and the pigment of this product is quite heavy. I'm going to show you guys. Let me just stop this video. The pigment for this product is quite strong. This product here is a bit watery. I'm going to show you. See that I mixed the product and it's already became thicker. That's why it's so important for us to mix the product before the application. So it's a darker product. And this product here has the same strength of the W1 solution. And what I mean by that, it has the potential of making a really, really coarse and really, really bleached hair straight on the first application. So that's why it's so important for us to use the proper products. So let's go back to the model that I was talking about, because I'm going to show you another photo from her, another video from her. So this is the video my sister did for her, and look at that. Look at this hair type, guys. It was one of the most amazing hairs that we've done, because it was such a challenge, you know, this video. And especially, let me tell you how we found this lady. We were in New Zealand, and the lady that was supposed to be our model, she couldn't make it. She had an accident and she couldn't make it. So this lady, we found her in the shopping center, and we asked her, can we do your hair? She was so lovely, and she said straight away, yes, let's do it. She came in, her hair was really hard to brush. So we had to brush her hair, but I didn't wash her hair. I would just untangle her hair, the full thing, and we started the application on her. So the first thing I've done for her wasn't clarifying shampoo. I didn't have to clarify shampoo her hair, especially because you guys already know the mechanism of Floractive. We don't need to open the cuticles of the hair. We don't need to clarify shampoo to use the product. We can use the product straight away. So what did I do on her? I've used the the Eco Reduxer plus the W1, because her level of the blonde is not really light. It's not a level 10, a level 11. I could use the W1 in a minimal amount. So I mixed together the Eco Reduxer. I also used the W2 as well, and the W1. So we divided the hair in sections. We started the application. We use obviously a bigger amount for her. But the first step that we need to remember is there is no need of clarifying shampoo. There is no need of doing that. We can skip this step, which is amazing. And it saves us a lot of time. Imagine if I had to wash her hair, blast dry to start the application. How long would it take me to do that? So after the application, I wrap the hair, I put in a clip. Normally I divide in two buns, you know, I put one bun here and the other one here. And the reason why I do that is I release the pressure from the scalp. So I don't put the product stuck on the scalp, which can create some irritations, because remember, the product are created to be applied on the hair, not on the scalp. So I need to avoid the roots of the hair. So I apply the product all around. I clip the hair on the sides. But one thing that it needs to be very clear for all of us, we don't need to use a really huge amount of product. We need to use enough to make the fiber wet, but we don't need to use a huge amount of product, because we don't want this hair to be dripping all around, especially because I don't want this product to be touching her back, her neck, her shoulders. I want this product to be in the head. So I cover the head with a plastic wrap or a shower cap, and I leave this product on for 1.5 hours on her hair type. It doesn't mean that you need to leave 1.5 hours for everyone. You're gonna leave 1.5 hours when the hair is extremely wiry. or when the hair is extremely coarse and thick or kinky. You're not gonna leave 1 hour and a half for everyone. The processing time for the product is from 45 minutes to 1 hour and a half. But it doesn't mean that you need to leave everyone 1 hour and a half. If the hair is medium to thin, or even when the hair is thick but not extremely thick, you don't need to leave the product longer. The longer you need to leave when the strand is thicker. So the more layers the hair has of the cuticle, you need to leave the product for a little bit longer. So on her, I left for 1 hour and a half, and that was enough for her. When I took her back to the basin, I rinsed out the product. Everything. I rinsed it out until I feel that the water was clear. The water didn't have any color. It wasn't milky. And it's very important to do that. We are dealing with an acidic base. We don't want to leave residues of product on the hair. So you're going to create a lot of fumes, or you're going to change the color as well, because as soon as the color as soon as the heat get in touch with the acid, it can change the color. So we reduce that potential when you rinse it out the product from the head. So when I went back to the chair, I sprayed the macadamia serum. And why I've done that, give me just 1 second. Isa, can you grab the macadamia serum for me? Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna bring the macadamia serum for me to show you guys exactly what we used for her. Thank you very much. Thank you. We used the macadamia serum, and what this product does, it enhances the hydration on the hair, especially on bleached or damaged hair. So we used this solution on her hair and the heat protection as well, because any action of the heat on this hair will need to be very, very high. So we used the heat protection, because the heat protection from Flora Active has the main 3 ingredients that protects the hair against the heat. It's amazing, 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 amazing. So Verna is saying, you're saying that you used 3 mixtures. Did you use W1 roots and mix the root drinks? Yes, that's exactly what I've done, Verna. On her roots that was very dark, I've used the W1 alone, and on her ends that was bleached, I mixed the Eco Reduxa with the W2. And I did that because the bottle that I had of Eco Reduxa was a very small bottle, and we didn't have enough to use that. So I used W2 and the Eco Reduxa together to give some pigments to this blonde area. And what is the importance of the pigment? Remember that I say to you guys that when people tell you about their products, my product doesn't change the hair color. My product doesn't change the hair color. The product don't really change the hair color. What changes the hair color is the heat. So what we try to do, we pigment that hair, we transform that hair for a ashier pigment. So then when we apply the heat, we transform that pigment that it's a bit more ashy with a bit more warm. But because the hair was already purple, it doesn't become orange. It becomes a nice color, a nice blonde. So it doesn't really become visible, the change, because you do this transformation. So the client, they will not see that change in the mirror. And that's the important thing. We preserve the color. So what we've done after applying the macadamia serum, which is a really good solution for everyone with dry hair. Even if someone arrives in your salon and say to you, you know what, I just need a product to blow dry the hair. This is amazing to blow dry, especially bleached hair. After the service, after the bleach, you spray this, blow dry the hair, and just enjoy it. It's amazing. It makes some magics. And we use this for everyone that has a really, really dry hair, the way this lady had. So after applying the macadamia serum, you don't need to saturate. You're going to do a few pumps only, and you're going to feel straight away the strand becoming a little bit more softer. You apply the heat protection, obviously never exaggerating on the amount. You're going to blast dry 100%, and you're going to use the iron. Fabulous Head Darling, my dear Marianne is saying, double protection prevents the color to shift. Highly recommended. Use after every step with the heat. 100%, guys. The double protection from Floractive is unbelievably amazing. And I know that it's very difficult to understand that while I say that the products that I sell is really good because I sell them. Thank God today they don't rely only on my word. We've got enough people in Australia that uses Floractive that actually back up what we say, which is great. So we don't need to be doing sales pitch. Actually, we have clients, real clients, that can back up the information, that we promote. So after that, blast dried everything. We didn't have to blow dry each section. We just blasted dry. So we started using the iron on 250 degrees, okay? Very important, this information. But now it comes one of the most important steps of this step-by-step. The straightener that you are going to use. We recommend 2 brands. You guys already know which ones it is. I can give you guys more information about that. But now let's go to how we use this straightener. We need to use a tension brush. If we don't use this, especially for this hair type, we can't get the tension from the roots. And let me tell you, you can give a good result with a comb. You can, I don't deny it. But this gives you outstanding results. Doesn't need to be this color, doesn't need to be this one here, okay? First of all, doesn't need to be this. Can be any other tensioning brush, clamping brush. If you have your own, if you find one at the beauty store that you buy, whatever. Doesn't need to be from my store. I sell because obviously I promote. But if you find any, eBay, Amazon, whatever, buy it. Clamping brush. It's amazing to give the tension that you need on the hair. You hold. See, you move everywhere and you have the tension. This is exactly what you need, this tension when you're doing the hair. To pass the straightener right from the roots with the hair straightened. You know what I mean? Very important, very, very important to do that. Also, what we've done for this hair, the amount of passes on the roots wasn't the same amount on the ends. I know that it feels that I repeat the same information over and over and over, but it's important to remember that. It's not because if I said you need to pass the straightener 10 to 15 times that you guys need to count 10, 1, 2, 3, no. Sometimes the roots will require 10, 11, 15 passes. The ends will require 5 passes. So you need to watch how the hair is reacting on your hand. That makes a huge difference, So on her, we passed about 15 times at the roots, about 7 times in the middle, and about 6 times on the ends. That was the average. I don't remember exactly how many passes, but I remember there was dropping by half the ends because the ends were quite dry. So we passed the straightener in those parts. And another thing that it's important for you guys to know, let me just stop this video here. This is the amount of hair that you should be using the straightener on. See that it's a lot? It's about 1 centimeter. You shouldn't be doing this. Very thin. You shouldn't. See that it's transparent and you can see the other side? It shouldn't be that thin. Otherwise, you're gonna burn the fiber. So it should be thicker. The sections should be much thicker. And this is an issue for a lot of people. On keratin, you guys need to do this. You have to do sections like that to make sure that you make the hair straight. Sections like that, on the heat that we advise, on nanoplasty, you're gonna burn the hair. You're gonna make the hair boofy, fluffy. You don't want that. You want a silky hair at the end. You want shiny. You want a hair that is sleek. So the amount of hair matters. The amount of hair matters. So if you are doing sections like this for the nanoplasty and you are taking 5 hours and a half, you are doing it wrong. It should be thicker sections. It should be 1 centimeter sections. Much quicker than actually what you normally do for keratin. So once you do that, you iron everything. You're gonna go to the basin and you're gonna wash the hair. And I'm gonna show you now the after result, the after wash. This was after the wash. The same lady, you can see her face is the same person. This is the result after the wash. Look at her. Look at her touching her hair. Look at this hair. And let me tell you, this hair has been washed and blasted dry. I had around 50 hairdressers watching this. I couldn't lie. Because you know what happened a lot of the times when there is video online? They pass the iron. After passing the iron, the hair looks, woo, amazing. And then they do the flick. Look at this. The hair looks so sleek, amazing. I'm sorry. Any hair under the sun, when you pass the straightener 15 times, would get straight. No matter the hair. This hair was washed and blasted dry. Whoever done training with me, they know that I don't even use a brush to dry the hair. Giselle is here that has done the training with me. Barbara is here that has done training with me. Sarah, Tanya, Jackie, Marianne, Verna, Sabrine, all of you guys has done training with me. You all know that when I finish the hair, I brush the hair, I spray the heat protection, and I blast dry with my hands. That's what I do. That's exactly what I've done here. So you remember the lady before, right? This is the hair after the wash. No curls. No kink, no yellowness, no brassiness, no damage, no dry. Yes, 100% no brush, just blast dry. So what you are missing then on your steps? What it's missing on your steps? I just gave you guys the perfect step-by-step for a really difficult hair type. A really, really difficult. This is the hair type that I know that a lot of people get scared of. You know what I mean? So I always love your results on Instagram. I hate seeing other hairdressers post this straightening as result. I know how it feels because I know that it's not the truth about the result. It's not the truthful results. I really like the results we post because there is no bullshit about it. It is what it is. That's what the client will do and see at home. You know, we don't pretend. And this is the water. People are rinsing their hair upstairs. So the step-by-step is very clear. I know that we get scared because we don't know how the hair will react. But that's the importance of the analysis. Talking to the person, understanding how the hair is. So when she came in, the first question I did to her was, how long ago did you bleach your hair? Have you done anything on your hair prior? What do you use on your hair? You know, it was important to ask her those questions. Monica, I've done this training. When did I went to New Zealand? Sam, do you remember?
Yeah, last year, 5th of June.
5th of June?
15th.
Of June?
Mm-hmm.
New Zealand? Oh yeah. I went to New Zealand last year. No, well, it was this year.
Oh, sorry, this year.
We're still in 2024.
Yeah, wow.
Oh my God, I feel that we are in 2027. 24 has been gone for too long. I've been there in July and she's still living her life beautifully. It was this year. Oh my God, I'm getting crazy about the dates. It's all over the place. But what I want to tell you is the step-by-step matters, but the most important thing is understanding the hair. There is one thing that we say in beauty, which is I want to reveal the best of my beauty. I want to reveal the best of my beauty. I don't want to reveal the best of Kim Kardashian's beauty. I don't want to be the same as Kendall Kardashian or Kendall Jenner, whatever. I don't want to be like them. And in hair, we have the same thing. I want to enhance her best version of her hair. I want to enhance the best version of her hair. And that's what we should be thinking to our clients. I want to enhance the best version of your hair. The best version that your hair can become. But to do that, we need to be able to go back and ask, interview them. and see, you know what I mean? What is the best for her? Because nanoplasty, guys, is very different than keratin. Let me grab another video of her because her hair was it was so nice to do it. My goodness, I felt so much happiness on that day. Oh, look at this, my goodness, unbelievable. So enhancing the best version of her hair will make her feel that this is the best for her. Because if I give you guys this step by step that it's related to everyone, let me show you from another angle, because there is an angle which the hair looks so nice. You know that the light changes the color, right? Look at this angle. It looks so beautiful. It was so beautiful, guys. I can't believe it. It was amazingly beautiful. So if I give you the step-by-step for her, it means that the next person that arrives in your salon, you're going to follow it because you wrote it down, the steps, and you're going to be like, okay, so MJ said mix the Acro Reduxa plus W2 plus W1 plus this 1 hour and a half. No, that's not what I said. I said that you need to follow the steps proper for every person. For this lady, someone very thick, bleached, I had to use those steps. But if you get someone with a hair like mine, for example, that has been bleached from the top, I would use W2 alone. If you get someone with the dark hair, W1 alone. You don't need to mix, you don't need to do this and that. But the great thing about Floractive is you have the option. If someone different comes in, you can suit them. You can give the best to them. And this is what makes me so proud. So proud. We've got solutions for everyone, and that's why we can proudly say we can create the OMG effect in every hair type, because we have the expertise in products and the knowledge to give that. So this hair made me so proud. Really, I cried when I saw this result. It was so nice, because imagine that lady. Her life is gonna change from now on. Imagine someone that was always clipping the hair in a bun and leaving. That's how we found her. You know what I mean? So they asking me about color. How long after coloring can I do nanoplasty? So if you color the hair today, I would ask you to give at least 3 days to do the nanoplasty. But if you want to do the other way around, you can do the nanoplasty today and color on the same day. Bleach, I recommend 2 weeks. Stop for 2 weeks or after 2 weeks. So do the nanoplasty today and 2 weeks you do bleach, or do the bleach and then after 2 weeks you do the nanoplasty. Just for the hair recovering by the bleach, because you're going to apply some heat, and the heat and bleach can weaken the hair too much on the same day. You know what I mean? So I hope you guys enjoyed this step by step. If you have any questions, now is your turn to ask the questions. Do you believe that my hair is curly from Saturday? I haven't washed my hair yet, but I curled my hair on Saturday and the curls are still here. And a lot of people say, oh, nanoplasty, when I do, I feel scared of doing nanoplasty because my curls will not hold. What do you mean the curls will not hold? Look at this. The curls are all here. So ask me your questions now. If you don't have any questions now, I'm going to stop the live and we're going to continue the conversation inbox. But it was a pleasure to talk to you guys. It's always a pleasure to be here. I love the lives that we do every Tuesday and Thursdays, because it's the time that we have to talk. Okay, so would you repeat this treatment if she needed it in 3 months' time? Monica, if your client do the treatment today and for some reason you forgot to use the straightener in one part of the hair and it's still curly, you can do after a week. So you know how keratin you can't? Nanoplasty you can, as long as obviously you give to the hair what the hair needs. You're not going to use the straightener over straightener, because the problem is not the solution, is the heat that you're going to apply on that hair. So if you need to redo it, there is no problem. I've redone 3 days later. That happened on the expo 2 years ago, Sam? 2 years ago. We had a girl, her hair was perfect, curly up to here, and when it was straightened, it was up to here. It was amazing, the perfect model ever. Actually, every year we get the perfect model on the Express. Anyway, so this lady, we were doing half of her hair perfectly. My sister and I and the other technician, we've done half. The other half was the part where we exposed to the public. So what happened? A lot of people took the straightener, let me try. And they were doing it wrongly, obviously, because they were learning. And then some people do one pass and blah, 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 chat. And then come back, one pass, chat. What happened? When I washed her hair, there was one part, like one section that wasn't fully straightened. So she said to me, MJ, I'm going to have prom. Prom? Is that prom? Yeah, we're going to have prom in a few days. Can you redo it, this part? And I said, don't worry about it. Come back. 3 days later, she came back. I redone her hair. Perfection. But obviously, what we need to remember when we have a redo. Redo is normal. Don't push your guys thinking that you're going to be perfect, perfect on your first, perfect on, no. Some people get perfect because they follow everything. They're very methodic. Some people need some trial. And this is normal, human beings, okay? So don't be so harsh on yourself about those things. But if you have to redo, don't get scared. But remember that you are not starting from zero. And what I mean by that, I mean that when you started, you had a clean canvas. When you redo, you are not redoing on a virgin canvas. It's a hair that already has been through heat. So you don't need to do 15 passes. You're already done some passes. You need to do half of the passes. You don't need to make the hair go through the stress of the first application. Understand? If you are doing so close. But you can definitely redo if you need to. What I advise is, if you've done once and you felt that, oh, I didn't straighten much, the roots, or there is a part underneath here that it's very curly that I didn't know how to use it. I didn't use the brush. I used the comb. What can you do? Use the Express. Use the Express. 45 minutes. Bye. The best. Express is the best for redo. A lot of clients are making huge amount of money with the Express. Because when your client come in and you say, would you like to do nanoplasty? And they say, what is the price? And you say the price and they're like, okay, I think I'm gonna skip. Okay, would you like to do the Express? How much it is? Is this much? Oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna try. Much cheaper, less time for you, and it's a great introduction for the nanoplasty. They will get the feeling, and then the feeling is gonna go away in a few weeks, and they're gonna run back and say, please give me back my life, which is washing my hair and leaving my home. I hope you guys enjoy this live. I try to be as much as interactive as possible because I know how boring it is to watch live sometimes. I try to be as much as interactive with you guys and answer the questions. Hope you guys have a great day. And if you have any other question, don't forget to ask inbox. And I'll see you guys next Thursday, 12 p.m. on the next SOS Flora. My client had color done and 2 weeks after did nanoplasty, only her roots, it faded. Is that normal? I will do the nanoplasty and the color, especially because if the hair is gray underneath, you have color on the top and you do the nanoplasty, it's normal to fade. Because the hair, when it's gray, the melanin is not there anymore. So when the color sits on the hair, it doesn't stay there. It's just a superficial color, especially when the hair is gray underneath. So that's why we have the great advantage of having nanoplasty plus color on the same day. If you are talking about bleach, if fade the bleach, probably you've done a wrong step. Yeah, roots were gray. Very normal. That's why you can color on the same day, but after the nanoplasty. So once you finish, you can do the color. Fabulous darling Marian in Perth, one of our technicians, she is specialist in nanoplasty and color. I will connect you guys with her. She's amazing. Let's do a live together. Let's do a live together, Marian, for you to explain about the steps that you do for color, nanoplasty and color on the same day. Any color brand can be used after nanoplasty. Hannah, I'm gonna be very honest with you. Not all the clients that I have use the same color. Some clients use this brand, some other clients use that brand. What we need to be aware is different brands, different outcomes. Some brands, they use the nanoplasty on the same day and the color doesn't stick 100%. Other brands, the color works perfectly. So it's not really a matter of the nanoplasty. Some brands react differently, but in overall, my clients have really good results, really good results after the wash using the color on the same day. Okay, so nanoplasty, my technician Marian from Fabulous Hair Darling is invited for, is invited for the live with me for the next time we're going to talk about color. Yeah, very good to see you guys here, and thank you so much for the time. I will see you next Thursday on the next SOS Flora. Bye.